What's up, Razzmanites? It's time for another edition of FKVlogs Ask, where we talk about stuff and things and stuff. And I'm sorry, I'm just a terrible singer, but Frankie loves it when I do that. So, because she loves to sing, so I gotta do it. But anyway, yeah. And of course, I'm gonna ask my question of you as well for the week. Today, on the Razzman's reality. Okay, so I haven't done one of these in 2 weeks because of all the How I Met Your Mother set craziness. So we have three topics to talk about today, plus my question. So first up, Frankie wanted to know what films or scenes from films, rather, sorry, what scenes from a film or what characters from a film scared you as a kid that maybe shouldn't have. And the only two that I can remember, there were probably a lot more, but the two that I can remember off the top of my head are the Evil Queen from Snow White. I mean, particularly that part where, which I should be showing an overlay right now, via a photo, where she turns into more the stereotypical witch look with the poison apple. Oh my goodness. When I was a kid, that's how I used to picture a witch. Every time I would have nightmares, I would see that witch. No, just no, 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 no. And the other one was actually Maleficent, the Sleeping Beauty version of Maleficent with the horns and the creepiness and ugh, no. I had nightmares about Disney witches when I was a kid, which is ironic because with the adaptation of Regina and Once Upon a Time, as well as the everything I'm hearing about the adaptation of Maleficent by Angelina Jolie, they're now two of my favorite all-time Disney characters. So, yeah, I hope I answered your question, Frankie. If I think of any more, I'll let you know, like on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. But those are the only two I can remember right off the top of my head. Now, normally, at this point, I would save, or excuse me, normally I would save my question to all of you for the end of the video, but it kind of fits in with the flow of the episode now because of Frankie's first question. So, my question of the week to all of you, and again, if you don't know how this works, you can do a video and either message me here on YouTube or Facebook, or just make it real simple and put the shortened version of your video link down below in the description box here, since YouTube took away official video responses, or you can of course just comment down below as well. But my question is, are you superstitious? And the reason I asked that question is because of Halloween coming up, and also I want to know because for those of you that don't know, my birthday is 2 weeks away. It's coming up on November the 13th. And if you've looked at the calendar this year, you know that the 13th of November 2014 is a Friday the 13th. That's right. Ooh, Friday the 13th. So I just felt like I needed to ask, are you superstitious? Now, of course, I've never been superstitious of Friday the 13th because of what I just said. It's the day I was born, and if you're not grateful for the day you were born, and if 13 isn't a lucky number for you when you were born on the 13th, then something's wrong with you, I think. But I am a little bit superstitious because in addition to film, one of my number one passions, as you know, is professional wrestling and sports. And with my sports teams, with my Cincinnati Bengals, my Ohio State Buckeyes, my Cincinnati Reds, I feel like I have to be draped in the team gear when watching a game or the team loses. Because, as crazy as it might sound, on days when it's laundry day and I don't have a team shirt and I'm watching a game, my team will lose. But there's also been days when I'm wearing the gear and they've still lost. So I don't know if it's a real superstition or not, or just me being absolutely silly, but that's the closest thing I have to being superstitious. So, what about you? Are you superstitious? Alright, so for Frankie's second question, as you can probably guess by the set here, it's book related. She wanted to know, do any of us read more than one book at a time? Because it's something that she finds herself doing. Well, as you can see by my example that I pulled out, I'm currently rereading the Hunger Games trilogy because Mockingjay is about to come out. Yay, 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 yay. The trailer is, oh my gosh, yay. I wasn't able to film a trailer reaction. If you guys like want a second or third reaction, I've seen the trailer a bunch now, so it wouldn't really be that exciting of a reaction video. But if you guys want it, I'll do it. So put it down below in the description box. But yay, Mockingjay is coming out. So I'm rereading the books. But as you can see, I'm doing a quite rubbish job at it at the moment because of all the How I Met Your Mother craziness and the headache that I went through to get a working version of that set and the YouTube series that I'm going to be doing with that show. I've just been so engrossed in it that I've gotten way behind on my reading, and I'm still on, as you can see by the bookmark, The Hunger Games. So I will be very lucky if I get all three books reread by the time Mockingjay Part 1 comes out. It might be closer to Mockingjay Part 2 before I get another reread in. But as far as reading more than one book at a time, which is the question, I've never been able to do that because even if I've read a series more than once, like I've read the Hunger Games series twice, I've read the Harry Potter series like 10 times. I've read the Tolkien books 3 times. I've read the Narnia series 3 times. So even if I've read a series more than once, I'm just not good at it. My memory is not capable of processing what I'm trying to read in one series and then trying to read another series and trying to remember the two. Like, there was nothing worse for me in school when I got behind on my work a little bit and I was trying to read this book over here, that book over there. But my memory just clams up when I try and do that. So, would I like to do it? Yeah, because it might be fun, as you said, to read a book in different genres, or if you're reading a slightly darker book, read a lighter book, that kind of a thing. But for me, I just can't do it just because my memory would not allow me to do it effectively. And the final question for this week from Frankie was about our collection, our film and TV collection, and how we organize it. Now, I unfortunately don't have my Android right now. There's something going on with my phone. It won't turn on properly at the moment, so it's currently at Verizon getting looked at, or they may be forced to give me a new one, which would be kind of cool because I've had the same one for about 3 years now. But anyway, as a result, I don't currently have a mobile camera. So if I can get the YouTube downloader to work, because as most of you know, I'm having equipment issues right now, and I actually had to dump all of my masters to even be able to render at all. I'm in desperate need of a new computer and hope to get one by no later than Christmas time this year if the Patreon campaign doesn't work out, because I know a lot of you supporters are in the same boat as me and can't really donate, even if the rewards are cool content creation based for donations. If that doesn't work out, my family's going to try really hard to help me get a payment going, because I actually agreed to combine my birthday and Christmas this year in order to make that happen. So hopefully by the end of the year, I will have my first Mac. Yes, I'm going to Mac because for everything that I do production wise, for the videos, for the writing, for the audio production, for the audio version of the show, Mac is just where I need to be. So, yeah, hopefully that will happen. But until that happens, my system is very much overtaxed and it's very hard to render. And sometimes as well, the programs I have don't work properly. That's why I'm on hiatus as a writer right now because my voice recognition software, my Dragon, is giving me headaches. So last time I tried it, it didn't work. But if the YouTube downloader works, it'll be an overlay right now of my most recent collection update episode. If it doesn't, of course, the link will be down below in the description box Frankie's along with Frankie's channel, sorry. So you can check out all of Frankie's question videos for this week as well if you want to know what her opinions were on the subjects and want to do one yourself. So if you want to know how my collection is organized by seeing it better than you can see it by just the one camera angle here from my main camera, you can see it that way from late last year, and not a whole lot has changed, and what has changed has been covered in updates. But for me, what I do is I do it by genre, or I do it by series. So I have it going science fiction, epic fantasy, Disney, DreamWorks, animation in general, etc., etc., etc. And then if it's a series, I have the series go together. So all of the Harry Potter films are together, all of the DreamWorks films are together. Actually, I've already said DreamWorks as an example. So all the Harry Potters are together, all the Batmans are together, all the Hunger Games films will eventually be together, but I'm actually going to have to get wider shelves in order to do that because I get the Target exclusive versions because they have more special features, and the Catching Fire Blu-ray is actually like in a really wide, almost book look because it's kind of like a digibook type of feel to it, but it's not a proper digibook. It's kind of just like a Blu-ray digipack, but anyway, it's too wide to fit next to the first one, so I'll have to do some reorganizing and stuff. But yeah, that's the way I do it. And then if there's like films by a director, like I have a huge Christopher Nolan collection, and there's also the type of film it is. Like I like to keep all my type of collector's edition it is, sorry, with the films and the TV shows. I like to keep all my steelbooks together. And of course, if I have a series, it's not a complete series and it's just season sets, I keep all those together as well. So that's basically my organization system. And then whatever else is left over, I try to do it in alphabetical order if I can. So I hope you all enjoyed these answers, and hopefully Frankie will as well. And like I've said since starting to do these, and this is the last time I'll say it because I don't want Frankie getting embarrassed or anything like that. It's just how I feel. I've had a very tough year this year, and the joy of making a new friend in Frankie and her opening up to me and getting to know me and us doing this little back and forth thing has been one of the greatest things that's happened to me here recently. So I really, really enjoy these videos, and I hope Frankie keeps doing them so I can keep doing them, and I hope eventually she starts responding to my questions, and it's just like a whole thing of getting interaction back with the community despite video responses being gone. And also, I want to answer a real quick question. I had a subscriber ask me, will I be rejoining James's DVD Collectors 1974's midweek chat? If I can work it out schedule wise, I will. But right now it's kind of tough because you guys know that I'm doing a episode every 2 days, and I've got a plan for how we're supposed to be doing these. But all the craziness with How I Met Your Mother met three How I Met Your Mother videos in the last week and a half, which threw the schedule all off. But we're supposed to be doing, starting Monday, we're supposed to be doing Netflix Pick of the Week on Monday, random movie review or unboxing if I'm lucky enough to have gotten anything new on Wednesday. And Fridays is supposed to be this series, FKVlogs Ask, and then on Sundays it's going to be the replay of the Razman's Reality audio show from Epic Gamer Radio when I'm able to do it. For this particular next couple of weeks, I'm not going to be able to do it because of actually using the Harry Potter theme in the station ID embeds. I don't want any copyright strikes on my channel, so you'll have to go over there or to Mixcloud to hear the replay of those when they're done. But in 2 weeks, we're going to start with that. But until then, Sundays are going to be open, and it's probably going to be my wrestling day. I'm probably going to do both. I'm probably going to do the replay of the. What I'm probably going to do actually for the weekends, now I think about it, is Saturday is going to be wrestling day, and Sunday is going to be the audio show replay day, or just an open day to talk about whatever. So that's my plan. So, and of course, if there's a new movie, if I'm able to go to the cinema, I just upload that when I can. Or if a new Blu-ray comes up, like I said, with. Actually, you know what? I'm not. Any day that wasn't designated to a series is just. Let me rephrase that and let me re-put it where it makes sense to how I'm actually going to end up doing things. Any day that I don't have previously dedicated to something I want to do consistently, which are Netflix Pick of the Week and this series, FK Vlogs Ask and Asking You All Questions, is wide open. I'm just going to be trying to do a video at least every 48 hours and have consistent material for all of you. So yeah, that's how it's going to be. So I've got one more unboxing coming up next week from an unexpected item that happened. That was a mistake. If you saw my last unboxing, you know what that is. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. I was like, I can't end this episode. So yeah, because there's something I wanted to ask you. It's not a interaction question, or I would have put it earlier. But I just want to know. This is something I did last year, and I've pretty much done every year since I've been here. But because I'm in between paying gigs at the moment, other than what I do here media wise, I didn't want it to come off as me e-begging or begging for gifts. But since my birthday is so close to Christmas, I've always done like a top 10 wish list of 2014, which would be the not of 2014, that would only be this year. But I've done like a top 10 wish list of the year. I put it up in November and it goes through Christmas time. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, if you want to try and tune it into a thing or a bunch of us do it, that would be cool. So let me know down below in the description box via comments if you want to see that or not. Because I don't want to, again, especially for new subscribers, like I'm not the type of person that expects people just because I make videos that I want people to give me gifts, especially since I'm not always in the position right now, like I said, to give back. But if it's a video subject that's entertaining for all of you, for me to do my top 10 items on my wish list, I will do it. So let me know down below in the description box. Alright, so with that, all the sites I contribute to down below in the description box. As always, a link to the channel if you are new here and you're not a full-on Razmanite subscriber yet, as well as the annotation in the video down below, a playlist of my most recent episodes slash videos if you haven't seen them, down below in the description box. Full screen referral link if you'd like to become a fully YouTube partner, down below in the description box. They actually have a thing going on now where if you would like to get a partnership going, when you haven't already, if you click on my referral link and you get in, I get even more of a kickback than I normally would get. So if you're interested in doing that, please do so. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. So as always, this is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.